typical day in the office slash store. I come in, unlock, turn on the lights, and then first thing I do is check the ice levels. How much is in the ice maker? Not enough to make a bag. And how many bags we have. Looks like, sorry guys, looks like 8. And then I count the drawer. Make sure that it's the same as it was the night before. And then I wait. I'll check in anybody who's checking in today. There was one and the paper was here, but they must have canceled because the paper is gone and no one has checked in yet today. There is nobody waiting for a wood delivery. I did the last one. And that's it. Okay, upon checking, they did check in this morning, but they're a family of seasonal campers, so they kind of know their way around. I guess they checked in about 10 this morning, which is extremely early because check-in doesn't start until 2. But that means there is nothing for me to do today unless someone stops in the store, which is rare. It's been about an hour and a half, and I haven't had anyone stop in. I did bring my Cricut Joy with me today, so I had the pen draw this, and I've just been working on coloring just for something to do. I've already swept the floor and cleaned the countertops. I'll probably mop later tonight. Well, I'm partway through coloring this image that I drew with the Cricut. I'm just using the Cricut pens that I have, which is quite a bit, honestly, of Joy pens. So I'll probably be able to finish this and not even repeat a color. I didn't do anything with my hair today, just a ponytail. But I did do earrings and a little bit of makeup. It's been pretty boring. I break in about an hour for dinner, but I'm not the least bit hungry, which means I'll have to wait until 8 to eat dinner, and by then I will be hungry, but I have no idea what we're making for dinner tonight. We did chicken salad on salad for lunch, and that was pretty good. That's why I'm still pretty full. About out of vegetables, about out of salad, romaine lettuce. Probably gonna do another Aldi Instacart tomorrow. We don't need a ton, but the things we're out of are things we need, like coffee creamer. I can't stand coffee without creamer. And we're out of peppers, we're about out of celery, we're out of tomatoes, we're about out of lettuce, like I said. And then we have enough meats and stuff, but we don't really have any sides other than raw vegetables. So I'll have to think of something there. As far as tonight, I really don't have any preference. It's rained on and off all day, and honestly all night last night, which we needed. But I don't really know if we want to cook as hot as it is inside. So we'll see. Kind of forgot I was filming again, which is, you know, the usual for me. I locked up the office for my dinner break and drove the cart over here. Chris is making dinner, mashed potatoes and tikka masala, and then I'm just chilling in here. Had to get them shoes off and finished coloring that. Kind of rushed it, found a highlighter, used it for the camper, so that's why it's hot pink. And gonna eat and then go back for the 6 to 8 shift. I don't know if I'm going to take the Cricut back with me because I did bring it back to the bus. I don't think so because it's just 2 hours and I'm not really feeling too terribly creative. I might just play on my phone or read. We'll see. Alright, a quick stop at the office. scratch that. Quick stop at the bathroom and then back to the office. Break is over. Lumpy. All right, I am back up here. Time to turn the cart off and unlock the office. Turn the sign back on. Okay, unlocked. Lights on. Whoops, sorry y'all. Lights on. Probably need to do a bag of ice because red light means it's full or jammed up or both. Turn on the open sign. Make sure it's on. And I'm gonna make that bag of ice. Now I'll be the first to admit I don't have a lot of experience with ice makers, but I do know I don't like this one. They're supposed to drop, break up as they drop, but they never do. They just stay sheets of ice, and I have to go in and break them up, and I'll spare you that sound. Okay, it's all broke up now. It doesn't take long, it's just a pain. And then here's our ice bag. We fill it to about the top of the white and blue line. And then we'll tie it and put it in the freezer. But I'm one-handed, so you don't get to see it happen. I tend to always do a scoop or two extra. That's what's left in the ice maker. Not enough even for maybe a quarter of a bag, so I'll just leave it. And then I'll tie this up and put it in the freezer. One of the perks being in the office, I can get as much ice for my mug as I want. My mug is all filled up. That bag of ice is in the freezer, and now I put the scoop away. And it's just after 6. I'll be here till 8. Maybe I'll get someone, maybe I won't. There's nobody checking in, and it's kind of been a rainy day, so I don't really think anybody's gonna wander all the way up here. Hey, I got a visitor. He only came for the ice cream cake in the freezer, not for me.
Yeah, it was tasty too.
I've got about an hour left, and I highly doubt I'll have any customers, but it'll make the drawer really easy to count down.
Very true.
It's after 8. I'm back at the bus. There was no drawer to count really because there were no customers at all. Made it very boring. And I kind of started falling asleep around 7:30, so I started watching some TikToks, and I just really wasn't in the mood to do that or read a book. I read a chapter and I was like, not really in the mood for this either. Just tired, sitting there, bored, made you so tired. I swept twice, even though, I was the only one in there, but it is a bunch of sand, so I got, a dustpan full both times. I didn't bother mopping. I'll do that tomorrow. Y'all saw me bag up the ice, and that was about it. It was boring. But have a good night.